Huyo amekaa on my left, amenipea handball last week. Amenipata pale kwa OBINNA show live na mind business yangu. Haka wakisha moto pale ikawaka, tukapata mabarua zingine moto moto, mambo ikaanza kuchemka. So what happened was yesterday I was meeting Mheshimiwa Sonko for a different matter altogether, and one of his PAs brought the matter. We were together in his office. Mmoja akamwambia, by the way, mbona OBINNA anakuwa sued? Ati OBINNA anakuwa sued. Anakuwa sued na kina wakili Cliff na wakili Omari. Akasema, sijaona hiyo story, hebu nione. So we showed him nini, akasema, hapana, hawa ni marafiki zangu, acha nipigie simu tuongee. Because you know that Mheshimiwa Sonko has always been the guy for peace. That is why I've also suggested that this banner be put here, because this one is about breaking the silence on gender-based violence and the likes. So he's always been the guy for, let's be peaceful, let's find alternative dispute resolution ways. So that is how we ended up here. So he called Wakili and also called the other Wakili, akamwambia leo tupatane, we're supposed to. But sasa Wakili, because it was very short notice, it was just yesterday, so Wakili Omari bado ameshikika. Also, he is also running for another engagement. So nimwambia tu we can have this one for now, but tutamwacha the law student hapa atabaki baadaye, alafu maswali zingine zitakuja, alafu pia Mheshimiwa Sonko pia akija na labda akija na wakili Danstan Omari, pia you can also be able to talk to them. So that is the whole reason why we're here. It is dispute resolution presser. Sindio, hapa ni unajua law student wako hapa na law practitioner. I think, yeah, that is the whole reason why we're here, just to make peace, because there was a misunderstanding. Okay, sasa sinyino mawakili, sasa mnaacha mimi nina prejudice. Yeah. So ninajinini hapa alafu mawakili wamenyamaza. So that is the whole reason why we're here. We're here to make peace between the law student and the law practitioners who've done it over the years. Yes. Sasa sijui hapo from hapo sasa sijui niseme nini. Here we may share hapo. Unless mlete maswali ama you say something and then you say something. Or is your senior? Senior counsel tafadhali. Or we switch the chairs. That's also beautiful.
Good afternoon, gentlemen, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen.
Together. Yeah.
My name is OMBETA. I'm a wakili, long time standing. I can probably say almost 30 years. Some of you will not believe that is how it is. And tumekuwa tukifanya practice for a long time now. All fields, mostly you know me from criminal cases. That is what people know me by, but we do other things. This issue came to my notice. Somebody just called me and told me Twitter. Hapo huyu jamaa anasemaje, so I told them why I had Twitter, so I went to Twitter. And I saw the cartoon that was there. So I came to the OBINNA show. Then I said, thought twice about it. I said, and then somebody else calls you. Three other people call you, somebody calls you from out of the country and they tell you, okay, what is this? Is there something has been said? I said, in fact, my friend here will agree that he even saw that I commented and I said, yes, I said, hii ni kitu ndogo, so maybe he wants to cement himself or something like that in practice. So I said, but then as the messages came and all that time and you're getting them reaching 100 and they're reaching 200, then you realize it's going like a wildfire. So we spoke with Dancer and said, do we let it go? Let us take action. So we wrote letters to our friend here through his connection, and my friend here through his connection as well. And actually, we were serious about taking action. So yesterday, as we were planning, because we had given up, we were given a 24-hour notice for retracting and all that, we said we don't even need it retracted, we can still go. Mari called me and told me that Sonko wants to speak to us. So I said, okay, about what? Going on in X. I said, okay, fine, talk to us. And he said, oh, look here, I know the young gentleman, and I know OBINNA. OBINNA has been in my office, and we want to see this matter. So I said, I even have no problem about it. You can resolve this issue. And so I was ready actually. So Sonko actually called me again. I spoke to him directly. He called me again this morning. Yesterday I wasn't going to be available because I was busy. Mazisha Ibrahim, and there was something else that we were doing yesterday. We went to also to visit Jerome. So today I was in my court. There was some matter I was following up. He called me this morning. I told him I'll be here by 1. So here I am. So luckily, Sobina would call this gentleman. No, he is my friend. Let me say that. He walks in and I'm telling him, I know you. And he says, yes, we have even had lunch together. He said that we have even had lunch together. I bought him lunch. We have had tea together when he was doing attachment at the Milimani Concourse. We have agreed. I told him I have no beef. I have no issues. I have nothing. I don't want to follow this. Just nothing. You see, the damage can only be if we do not speak about it and it goes wide. But we have agreed that we let it go. It's not under the bridge. I've spoken to my friend here. He has a show to run and things to do. He's an MC also in many other things here. He does functions. While he has made his bonds in his field, my friend here has to make his bonds in his field. We don't want to spoil this development. Because you see, he has to be admitted, he has to start his practice, and people will be seeing and saying what kind of a person is he, and people will ask questions. And you see, usually when somebody like him wants to be admitted in the bar, there is always that gazette notice, and people would want to know who he is. And if we make comments and say this person has done this to us, or we say there is a suit against him, you know, we spoil for him, and we damage his development. And this cannot be good for him at this particular stage. And I tend to think that it is something that we can forget about. We make these mistakes, believe me, I have done them. But nowadays, even when I'm pulling a stunt even against some big people in government, you'll always see the way I quote. I tell guys, be wise, don't say this, be wise. Though me ndio nakosanga kuwa wise again and I say manga direct, but I know that I have cushioned myself somehow. So I tend to think that there is peace. That's all I can say for the time being. But as for the matter going forward, actually, we hadn't informed him that we had also reported at the DCI for misuse of a cyber. Mulikuwa mnaenda ndani. Tulikuwa na ngoja iwe Friday.
Sasa leo.
Ya leo ungelala ndani. Bro, Monday ungechukua plane lakini na Christmas na ulime bonda. But anyway.
Yaani mgombe tupange hivyo.
Ilikuwa imeenda mbali. But we have withdrawn. We have stopped it. I've spoken to the DCI guys, but we're not interested in the matter anymore. I've asked Shadrach Omboy to indicate that the matter is no longer going to court anymore. There are no threats about it. So he will be writing a letter to say that there is nothing going on. We are not asking for costs and damages.
Where?
Life goes on. You know, you made faces, and then maybe once he's done with school, he comes to my office and tells me, Cliff, nataka people. It's easier for me to even talk to him and say, please come, you want to learn something, maybe. Like now we have been discussing quite a number of things in where we were, about cases and all that, and he's got very sharp points, and he's intelligent and he's bright. And I think he'll make a very good criminal lawyer. I believe honestly. So if he came to me, and I remember that he did something wrong to me, or maybe we tulikosana mahali, it destroys the bridges. These are the bridges we need to mend. So when he comes to me now, we have no beef. He will come, we will talk, we will agree, we will see what to do. Like that.
Quick question.
Yes.
Wanaweka disclaimer pale mwanzo ya kipindi. Na hata akiongea nikasema cheza na disclaimer. Yeah, ingenisaidia leo
Ingekusaidia because you see what has happened. While you are bringing up the disclaimer and you're saying some of these things are not there in your show, when you allow something that probably is injurious to somebody else, the disclaimer does not help you. Why? It is being carried in your, can I say your system or your
platform.
Yeah. Your platform reaches very many people. Him speaking by himself out there, it will not reach anybody. What is the, what can I say? What is the vessel that is carrying it? Is yours. So sometimes it is important that you talk to the persons and tell them to send the overboard and such kind of a thing. Sometimes it kills you. I've seen it, and I can give you an example of a case that is in California. That is why we believe that we had a case.
Okay.
Because there was a case that we saw in California whereby a person said, his disclaimer, just like the way you were saying in the studio, wake a disclaimer. When you are speaking and saying wake a disclaimer, it is after the fact. The person has spoken. Na amesema, then you say, wake a disclaimer. It is after the fact, the damage is done. So you're running for cover, you're heading for the hills, you're trying to save yourself. It was a bad case for the other person.
So even because all of us here are digital media practitioners,
Yes.
so if I post something that someone has said about you, am I liable?
Yes, because you're publishing.
Hata kupeana chai, inaitwa kupeana chai.
Kupeana chai ndio baya sana. Kwanza, you see,
Other TikTok.
if I say something, and let me, let us say, you say that this gentleman is a thief. And you know you say he's a thief. This lady comes and says, this guy is a thief. OBINNA said. She has published it beyond what you did. She has carried it forward. Okay. Then the other person takes it and puts it. Ile na kutonga mnaweka retweet na nini na nini. Believe me, each one of you has done it. But you see, somebody can't follow all of you because you could be in thousands. But tunakuja kwako bro, wewe ndio unaanza na history. And the other people will go without facts. Maybe you had facts. But in the meantime, wewe ndio tunashika. So ukipatikana Friday,
Like a Monday. Okay. Thank you for the insight.
So actually publishing it, you see, like